Hey Dhana, it's so good to see you.
Hi Samita, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm very well, thank you.
This is post-COVID, isn't it? We haven't met for 1 year.
Yeah, over a year now.
Yeah. And you told me over the phone that you wanted my help because you want to put together something very spectacular for Mother's Day.
That's right. Well, last year we weren't able to celebrate.
Right. So this year you want to go, fire on all 4 cylinders and
Yes.
give your mum a very special experience. Am I right?
That is absolutely correct, yes.
Right. So come along. We'll do some Mother's Day problem solving. So let's first begin with the clothes. You know what's trending are classics, because as you know, we are all veering towards eco fashion. So it's something we should be able to combine with lots of things, and we should also be able to wear it over a number of years. So it shouldn't go out of fashion in a that's not sustainable. So see, this kaftan, for instance, if you're working from home, this is like perfect attire. It's comfortable, but at the same time you are reasonably dressed. For instance, if you want to go out and grab a quick coffee, or if you want to see the couriers, the postie, and collect your parcels, so this is fine. You are dressed for those kind of things. So this one, for instance, why have I selected this one? I've got so many kaftans in my range, but black and white is trending in 2021. So, but if you ask me, when did black and white go out of fashion? It's always been in fashion. It's like the animal prints, black and white, stripes, the very 60s kind of stripes, and also checkerboards. So if you've got black and white and kind of geometric prints, you are on trend. So you might select something like that for your mum. So now with accessories, you know what? It's the whole 60s Audrey Hepburn, Jackie Kennedy kind of look that's making a comeback. So, and florals are a big trend, like, these beautiful floral paisley scarves. These have been designed for us by a French designer called Natalie. So, feel the fabric. It's so soft and it's all floral. So that could be an option. And with the 60s look, for instance, if you have how to wear it, you can maybe, give your mum a few style tips. So if it's a square one, so just have it like this, just have it like this, and you can tie the knots, tie the edges, like the 2 edges in a knot like this. So it's the perfect Audrey, like the Jackie Onassis kind of look. Okay, and if you have, for instance, a long and oblong one, it's the same scarf but 2 different shapes. So with the oblong one, what you can do is make her wear it like this. It's still a headscarf, but it's just like this, just flip it around the neck, for instance, or you can just maybe just keep it like this, tie a loose knot and then just keep it like this, so that's another headscarf kind of look. Okay, so, and you, of course, these are light, all season, all weather kind of options, but for Melbourne and Tassie, and New Zealand and Canada, we've got our clients, and you need something chunky like this, So this has also been designed by Natalie and made in France. So maybe a solid chunky scarf for those days when it's freezing and the mercury is dipping, and we know, we kind of know what we mean. I mean, living in Melbourne, we do get the days like those, so yeah. talking of colors which are on trend, now you wouldn't guess which colors very much in fashion. It's yellow. Yeah, I can see that kind of, you know, the very unsure look on your face, because most of us, we don't like to work with yellow. Yellow is a difficult color. But you know what? What's the trick to working with difficult colors is that you don't put it on your complete attire, you know, not on your clothing. The trick to handling yellows is put it on your accessories. And thankfully, in 2021, yellow bags are on trend. So here we have our gumnut and bee bag, which is made out of eco canvas, you know, organic canvas, and it's vegan, no leather whatsoever. So I know your mum, like, you know, is very fond of, very appreciative of the environment. So this is a vegan bag. It's an on trend yellow color, and it's crossbody. You know, I literally, you know, crossbody bags are my travel companions. Whenever we are traveling, whenever I am going anywhere, crossbody bags are so convenient to have. So the other trend with scarves and everything else, you know, is cashmere. So you can opt for cashmere pullovers or solid colored scarves and look beyond black. You know why, how we tend to sort of, you know, gravitate towards black for everything, especially in Melbourne. So, but you've got so many options, you know, you can have emerald, for instance, tangerine, you know, yellows, greys are quite big this season, or this bright red always works. So maybe if mum wants some staples in her wardrobe, then you can opt for the cashmeres. And as mentioned, since florals are in fashion, and so are maxi dresses. So, and your mum's in the Yarra Valley, isn't she?
Yes.
So I think a floral maxi dress would be just perfect for her. So this is a maxi, this is a floral maxi, and this is a midi dress, but again floral. So that could be an option. So this is all about clothing and fashion accessories. So maybe let's think about other things, you know, things other than just clothes and bags and scarves, okay?
Well, Samita, everything you have shown me is fantastic and looks incredible. I think I'm going to need to take one of everything.
Lucky mum.
Yes, but most importantly, I need to put together a hamper for Mother's Day this year.
Right.
Can you help me with that, please?
I certainly can. Yeah. Now, with a gift hamper, just grab one of these market bags, you know, the farmers market bags, and this would be so useful even later. You know, when I go to supermarkets, I normally like to walk, being sustainable, so I minimize driving. So what happens is I would take one of these for my grocery shopping, in fact two, you know, one on either side, and I can stuff as much as I want, and they are still so sturdy, like, you know, they would be holding anything and everything. So, but for Mum's Day, you need to dress it up a little bit. So take a market bag, and then you can, you know, if your mum's from the Yarra Valley, I'm pretty sure you'll be familiar with people who are making these kind of things, you know, jams, relishes, sun-dried, this is sun-dried tomatoes, but you know, all of these locally preserved kind of food. So you would be buying local, supporting local, because we are all trying to do, you know, give back to the local community these days. And then, you know, so these kind of things, and then you could put together, you know, simple basics, kitchen utensils like this one, the pugging pot, you know, because we have started one of the upsides of COVID has been that we've started cooking, you know. So something like this, you know, just to release the flavors from the spices would be so handy. And then this one, I mean, it's your choice. You don't have to go for everything, but you can select some basic cooking utensils, some good tea towels and things like that. And this is a spice box. So you can use it for spice, you can use it for herbs, you can use it for nuts. Well, I am a very nutty person, so I eat nuts all the time, but if mom likes, whatever she likes, you know, so what works for mom, like not for me, but for your mom. So, you know, think about it. So Mother's Day is not just about randomly buying presents, but your presents should tell your mom how well you know her. Yeah. So that's very important. So put together all of these, maybe, and since we are sustainable, we do not use plastic, so maybe some fruits, you know, some fresh fruits in these kind of bags. So that goes into your gift hamper, the pugging pot goes inside, all your relishes, your jams, your everything, all the magic potions go into the farmer's bag. And not to mention, we cannot forget, Dhana, actually I need your recommendation, your suggestions on this. I know, you know, being from the Yarra Valley, what kind of wines would you recommend for mum for Mother's Day? I mean, we all members of Deidaateam might be very interested, and my knowledge of wine is pretty limited. So what wine would you recommend for mum this Mother's Day? Say, if I am buying or my daughter is buying for me, what wine would you suggest, being from the Yarra Valley? Maybe someone local, you know.
So my mum would love a Shiraz or a Merlot, which are both red wines and definitely locally sourced. So Rochford Winery is very famous and very well known to have excellent wine. So something like that would be really fantastic.
And needless to say, if you have a good wine, you need a good wine bag, isn't it? So, is mum a fan of Audrey Hepburn? So we would have wine bags like this, you know. So this is what it says, you know. So obviously, because a prezi should be presented properly, you know, it's very important. So put it in a wine bag like this, and we've got like different kind of wine bags with different kind of quotations and slogans on it. So there you go, that's another, you know, your Mum's Day gift hamper is all sorted. Okay.
So Samita, everything you have shown me and we've discussed, and these wonderful Mother's Day hampers, would you be able to organise to get that sent directly to my mum for Mother's Day?
Well, I certainly can do that. I know, Dhana, you're getting very busy. You are becoming very popular as a model, as the face of Deida also. So what we can do, and not only for you, we would offer this service to all our clients. Like, you know, if you want it sent, your Mother's Day gift sent to our designated address, we would do all of that for you. We would also throw in complimentary gift wrapping with our own handmade recycled paper. And we would put in your message, you know, in a handwritten note. We will include your message along with your parcel and send all of that to your mum. And it is free shipping Australia wide. And just a flat fee. We just send parcels all over the world. We send it to Israel, we send it to Norway, every part of the world. And that too, well, international parcels are not free, but it's for a flat fee, you know, which is very reasonable. But Australia wide, it's free shipping, and we take care of all of that for you. So we've got your Mother's Day sorted.
Thank you so much.
So I hope you've got some use out of this conversation. So if you need any further help, you can get in touch with us. You know, that's the best thing about Deida. We are not like robots. So you are actually interacting with a real person. So you can ask us for help, any questions that need to be addressed, and one of us at Deida would be in touch with you pronto, and we will take care of Mother's Day for you. How good is that?
That is so good.
If you liked that video, I'm sure you did, give us a thumbs up. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Spread the Deida buzz. among your friends, family, neighbors, colleagues and pets. Your shares, your likes, your comments inspire us to do better, motivate us to make quality videos and bring them to you. Stay tuned. Coming up, an interview with a mum who runs an eco business. Till then, this is Samita signing off. Bye for now.